Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Gatti is 5 years older than Mayweather. The height slightly in favor of Mayweather. The reach significantly in favor of Mayweather. And Gatti is not usually at a reach disadvantage.
They're both of you saying this stuff. I expect you to protect yourself at all times. Keep your punches up and give me a good clean break. Touch gloves and good luck.
Well, big thing, Dick, is Gatti faces more speed than he's ever seen, and Mayweather probably sees more power than he's ever faced.
Let me ask you this question. McGirt has said that they can't sit in front of Mayweather. They're not going to hit him on, they can't hit him on the chin. Nobody can hit him on the chin. He's too fast. So you don't sit in front of him, but you got to get to his body.
That's right. They have to jab their way in and move on some angles and then punish him to the body if they get that opportunity. He is tough to hit to the head because watch Mayweather's head movement makes himself more elusive. It would be probably a secondary follow-up punch that would get him if you land to the head.
Gatti physically looks much bigger. This is only the third fight at the junior welterweight level for Mayweather. He is the former super featherweight champion and lightweight champion, and has moved up into the junior welterweights or light welterweights.
Gatti was probably a junior welterweight yesterday for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. And he got off that scale, he went to eat and he put the weight on.
Probably went from 139 to 149, 150.
Interesting, he dropped 28 pounds to get ready for this fight. That was a lot to take off during training, but he made weight.
Well, that was a problem he had early on in his career. He used to balloon up and lose tremendous amounts of weight to get ready for a fight, so I was kind of surprised that he did that again this time.
Well, Gatti trying to jab here. Mayweather hits him with a hook and then a right hand, but we're seeing a more controlled Gatti, the same guy that we saw against Branco, Doreen, and Leha, being patient early in the fight. The thing is that if he gets nailed, will he go back to the old Gatti, or will he be this version? It's an interesting question.
He's been pretty disciplined over his last 6 fights. Since his second fight with Mickey Ward, he's done what McGirt wanted. I would be surprised if he abandoned what he's been doing the last 6 fights, but then one never knows because he's in with a very talented fighter.
He won't abandon it voluntarily. If it'll happen, it would be after he got hit. But this has been where he would like to wage the fight.
And you see how quick Mayweather is. Jumps out of the way very quickly. Gatti is.
He can't appeal to the referee. He gets drilled as he was looking over at Earl Morton. Protect yourself at all times.
That's right. He's going to take a standing 8 count.
How could he not? Warren for the low shot, and Gatti looked over. Well, that might change the controlled nature of the fight.
And that'll end round 1.
Take a good look here. There's Mayweather. Has his hands on Gatti here. Referee should be here. He hits him in the clinch, then that. Gatti looks over at Earl Morton. Can't do that. And then Mayweather comes in.
Here we go, round 2. Gatti has taken a standing 8 count, round 1. The referee was not in a position to see Mayweather leaning on Gatti's neck and pushing him down.
And we're also informed that on the replay that referee was saying stop punching, and Mayweather ignored that and didn't get called for it. That could have been a very devastating shot. And again, Gatti being held down low.
Mayweather showing the flashes, the flurries that he can fire out so quickly. There's a left hand to Gatti's face.
Now you saw Gatti lunging there, and this is the real challenge of whether he can maintain his boxing when, you know, your emotions would indicate you might be rattled in there. There's the shoulder by Mayweather coming up and getting Gatti. Well, this has all the makings of something that could be a pretty dirty fight.
Gatti's going to have to go to the body. He's going to have to throw one of those Leonard Doreen body shots.
He tried it right there, Dick. Caught by Mayweather. Jab by Mayweather's pretty sneaky in there.
Mayweather is so quick. So quick.
That was the follow-up punch by Mayweather that got to Gatti.
There's a right hand, a left, a body shot, comes up to the head. So quick, doubles the right, body head. Second round action. And a controversial knockdown in the first round. Gatti trying to go to the body, and Mayweather just shoots out a jab. Mayweather's been in with some good people.
Hey, of course, Castillo and Diego Corrales, and made sure, you know, very effective winning effort against those guys who are top-notch fighters. Key right here for Gatti is to weather this early onslaught and try to settle in again as Mayweather tries to run away with it.
So quick, left to the jaw, right, landing those combinations with lightning speed. There's a right again, another right is so quick. He's turning Gatti now.
And when he turns to the side, he's able to land big shots.
And we'll come to the end of round 2. Third round is upon us, scheduled for 12. Arturo Gatti defending his title against the undefeated Floyd Mayweather, trained by his uncle Roger Mayweather, two-time champion in his own right.
Just walk it right out. Just walk it right out. I said walk it.
And Gatti trained by Buddy McGirt, a former fighter. Here's Gatti now trying to jab a little bit.
Yeah, Gatti needs to jab, and even if he's not landing, just keep it out there so that Mayweather can't time him. Look at Mayweather charging at him. Kept Gatti off balance just long enough.
Mayweather said, I'm going to box circles around him and go inside and punish him.
And Mayweather just dares you to come in with his left hand down low.
Bring it out. Bring it out. Come on.
Well, Gatti has nothing to lose, even if he gets warned for a low blow.
I was thinking, Dave, that Gatti should pressure him, go after him, even if he gets peppered, if he could lay on him, lean on him, wear him down a little bit physically, but I think Mayweather's just too quick.
Mayweather's
just too quick.
Awesomely quick.
He slips away, and he throws double, triple punches.
And look at that, you block 2 left hands and you're happy, and then he nails you down the middle with a right hand.
Third round action. A long anticipated fight. Ricky Hatton is in town, and he's been campaigning to fight the winner of this.
You bring it on. Come on. Let's go.
Now Mayweather's warned about getting the punches up, but watch how he moves. Watch the hips as he gets into his punches, and he'll turn. So when he turns, he's able to sit down on the second punch. Now, when you look at the speed of Mayweather, you know it boils down to, for Gatti, he will need the bomb at some point in this fight.
Well, I'm thinking, Dave, that for Gatti, that one little moment in time, that one window in time when he could land a big body shot. Because I think a body shot's the only thing that could do it.
Well, set up other things, yeah. And then from his perspective, have something left still. And Mayweather leaping in with the left hand. He will really test Gatti's stamina.
Well, Mayweather has a good chin as well. We come down to the end of round 3.
Gotta stay in your corner. You don't got to stay in your corner.
Round 4. Mayweather sprinting off his stool. And Buddy McGirt giving instructions to Arturo Gatti. Gatti's trying to get a little movement involved here. Trying to rotate the shoulders a little bit. He's got Mayweather on the ropes.
He's got him at a distance. He needs to keep the jab popping so that Mayweather cannot just leap into him. Watch where Mayweather starts his attack from. He's so fast, he can leap in. And that adds power because of the way he's doing it. He's keeping his leverage, he's turning properly. But that's athleticism when he comes in. Gatti needs to neutralize that by popping the jab in the face, doubling up.
Come on, man. Stop and bring it up.
Mayweather will also switch. He will go southpaw once in a while. He's got good defense, excellent defense. And he's been known to toy with opponents. You better not toy with Gatti.
Gatti's trying to load up, and Mayweather knew and nailed him with 3. Gatti walked just straight into him.
He is so quick. Extremely talented athlete, but Gatti's got great heart.
Right, he's getting nailed because of the jab not being out there. If he's just pawing with it, Mayweather comes storming behind it. Well, Mayweather's showing why it's so difficult to fight him.
Wait, walk it right out, walk it right out.
Gatti is, has somewhat of a look of desperation on his face.
Well, he's been outpointed before. He's been in difficult fights before. And he's a warrior to the end. He would just like to buy a little accuracy right now.
He's taking a lot of criticism that he's fought B-level fighters, that his management has set it up for him and all that. And this is obviously the toughest test of his career. And to a degree, it's a tough test for Mayweather as well.
And some of the criticism, the analysis on Gatti was legitimate because basically it was a box office play. That's just another element of boxing. He pretty much existed outside the realities of this sport.
Mayweather is scoring at will. And we finish up round 4.
Here's big shot by Mayweather. The left hook, 3 big shots as Gatti walked into. Now it's 5. He just walked into it, and it's the infinite quickness by Mayweather. He will not let Gatti reload.
Round 5, and the thing we want to keep our eye on, Dave, is will Gatti's eyes start to swell because he's taking shots right in the face. There's the jab from Mayweather. He has cut badly in the past, swollen badly in the past.
These are laser shots as the heads almost come together. The elbow and shoulder of Mayweather come up on Gatti.
It looks like Gatti's left eye is starting to swell.
Yeah, the Mayweather jab has helped that along.
And both fighters have had hand troubles over the years. Mayweather's had brittle hands, Gatti's had broken hands.
Yeah, Gatti broke his hand right here in the fourth round against Mickey Ward in their 3rd fight. Went on to win the fight with 1 hand. Now Mayweather missing over the top.
Come on, man.
Gatti jabbed, and when he missed Mayweather, he ducked so that he could avoid the counter, and that's when they tied up.
Mayweather's jab is so quick.
Gatti should fire that left hand, and then knowing that Mayweather will charge at him, try to hit him with an uppercut. The timing play.
Fifth round action.
Again, Mayweather holding behind the head. He makes sure that Gatti won't get up from that. So what we're seeing is Gatti is trying to win it with his jab here.
When Gatti goes in like he just did with a jab, then he stopped throwing.
He needs to throw 3 jabs.
Don't put the forearm in his
And now
face,
Mayweather
okay?
warned
Okay,
about the
let's
elbow.
Hop.
Gatti needs to throw 2 or 3 jabs and then take his chances once he's in.
But let both hands go.
Yeah, well, Mayweather has made him pay when he gets in, and to his credit. Gatti has a little more aggression in this round. Mayweather still makes him pay every time he misses. Look at that. This is surgical sharpshooting. The second punch by Mayweather, that's uncanny to miss that wildly with a left hook and then be in such good position that you can land the right hand behind that.
Floyd Mayweather's had a very turbulent career. There's a right hand. He's had various people manage him. He once was handled by his father. He got rid of him. He's had legal problems. It's doubtful whether he'd be able to take this fight because of that. And that ends round 5.
Here's another look at the Mayweather explosion. Good right hand. This is what started his good round. Gatti had been doing well.
Get that rag off his
Look
neck.
at these, just simple shots by Mayweather, and then they built up to more.
Round 6. Let me ask you this, Dave. Gatti obviously is trying to do some boxing here. Just doesn't have the quickness and the moves that Mayweather has. He's got to do something offensively. He's either got to start the brawl. He's got to do something.
Well, he has to become the old Gatti, because this one is just running into too much Mayweather. You know, he came in, Buddy McGirt has done a great job for him, and in these last 2 fights, he was not hit much. That system worked. He brought that system in here. That's what he's trying to perfect. But with Mayweather's quickness, you know, the deliberate approach, the scientific idea of coming in there, jab, jab, throw something, he may have to abandon that and just try to land a big Gatti shot.
Either that or go after him and just rough him up.
Yeah, he's tried a couple things. He's tried to go to the body. He's had a couple shots blocked. But, you know, when you make a guy a boxer, it's hard to just snap your fingers and then make him a brawler all over again. They took a long time to turn Gatti back into a boxer, and he's paying for everything right now.
He just took a barrage.
That was painful.
Mayweather now starting to beat on him.
Mayweather could stop him if he keeps this type of assault up. But Gatti literally has nothing to lose.
Oh, what a left hook.
By turning into his old man.
And a right hand, 2 right hands, 3 right hands. Whoa!
How much will they allow him to take also in his corner? He's trying a right hand counter. But this is what happens when you don't have the speed and when you've turned into a boxer. Can you summon the old offense? Because obviously he won't be able to just get in the old-fashioned way. Look at that.
Triple hooks. Right. Oh, he is unloading.
The Gatti corner may have a decision to make in the next round or 2 if he continues to take this type of punishment.
Walk him out. Walk. Come on. Let his arm go, Floyd.
Well, Gatti's saying something to Earl Morton about the holding the elbow.
You talk about where is Gatti's offense too. You know, if the other guy is quicker than you and then really makes you pay when you make a mistake, you get gun shy. And we're seeing a gun shy approach here by Gatti. It's self-preservation.
Well, he's just being out quick, and his left eye looks like it's almost shut.
I think the corner may have to step in for him at some point.
This will end round 6.
it should be. Buddy McGirt may be stopping it.
It's over.
Yeah. Well, we talked about the corner enough to make a decision. They made it sooner rather than later, and they made the right one.
Well, stuff is starting to throw here. Heads up, they're throwing bottles. Hold up. Better watch it. It's coming from behind us, Dave. There's Gatti with the end swell. Mayweather just unleashed a barrage of shots to the face. Triple, double shots, unbelievable, terrifically quick. A gifted fighter who has taken Gatti's title. And we'll see if he does what he said he would do. He said he would take the title and give it back.
Look at the big right hand by Mayweather. It's just a matter of how much more of this could he take. 3, 4 nice loaded right hands. Then he comes in with more. Jab to the body. Look at this. This is what I mean. Mayweather's a special fighter. You just cannot.
At 6, round 6. The winner, KO victory, and new WBC super lightweight champion of the world, still undefeated, pretty boy, Flo